But I think it has been basically Kamal Nath's entry into Madhya Pradesh. And he's a great manager, and he's never lost an election in his life. And in fact, he told me when I was interviewing him, he told me that Amit Shah may be the Shahenshah, but I am the Shah of elections.
I am Giridhar Jha from Outlook India, and with me today is Bhavna Vij Arora, our political editor and resident election expert. Now the picture is getting clearer every minute, and Congress is doing very well in all these states, especially in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Rajasthan. Bhavna, how do you look at this, even though final results have not come yet, but clearly Congress is going to form government in all three states?
It seems like it so far. The Hindi heartland has had a change of heart, and it is definitely going, it seems as of now it's going the Congress way. At least two states definitely. Chhattisgarh, which is almost 2/3 majority now, and Rajasthan. And Madhya Pradesh is still going up and down, but it seems as if Congress will probably pull through.
Yeah, Madhya Pradesh is obviously the biggest surprise. People were expecting that BJP might scrape through because of the Shivraj Singh's work. What reasons do you ascribe for the very exceptional performance of Congress in these states?
Madhya Pradesh, you're talking about its Congress, of course, compared to the last time, it's exceptional. And even if finally they don't make the cut in the final thing, even if the final results go the BJP way, but I think it has been basically Kamal Nath's entry into Madhya Pradesh. And he's a great manager, and he's never lost an election in his life. And in fact, he told me when I was interviewing him, he told me that Amit Shah may be the Shahenshah, but I am the Shah of elections. So he says, give me, at that point, he had just gone to Madhya Pradesh. He said, I've been given this opportunity. He says, I'm going to win the state. He was very confident even at that time. And also, apart from that, I think the anti-incumbency, because Shivraj Singh Chauhan has been there for 15 years, there's a fatigue factor also. And also, I think the farmers' agrarian distress, that has been a big issue, though Shivraj Singh Chauhan tried to address it towards the end. That was one. And also the upper caste anger also seems to be playing out. And the region Malwa, which is the said to be the second home of RSS, and Kushabha Thackeray fought elections there and everything. Even that is going the Congress way, according to the trends. BJP is losing that also.
Also, the fact that Congress put up a much more united fight this time.
Absolutely.
And there were less of internal bickering, less of kind of groupism and all. And a team of Kamal Nath, Sindhya, Digvijay Singh, they all put up a united show for the Congress, do you think?
Yes, they did. And it was really a surprise actually. Even now as we talk, all three of them are sitting together in Kamal Nath's house, and they're discussing the way forward. They're already, because they think if they fall short or something, or if they need the independence or whatever, they're already working at it. Kamal Nath is already working at the strategy. And Digvijay Singh also has played a very, he gets all the brickbats all the time, but I think he's played a very mature role this time. Though, he has made it quite clear that he is tilting towards Kamal Nath, but he could have played the spoil sport if he wanted to. He could have dug in his heels and said, he could have spoiled things for Congress, but he has not done it. At least it doesn't appear that he has done it.
Even in Rajasthan, Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot, they worked as a team.
Yeah.
Even though it is not clear who is going to be chief minister, but they as a team worked very well.
Yeah, absolutely. They worked very well. In fact, even if there were differences, and Rahul Gandhi made it a point, every time he went to Rajasthan, he made sure that both of them were sitting with him, and he made sure that that bonhomie was visible on the stage. He always made sure that it always was there. And he went out of his way to ensure that these two did not have a problem. The workers on the ground, I think they had some problems, but when they saw their leaders were working together, I think it all came together at the end of it.
less than 6 months before the next general elections, do you think it's a kind of revival of the Congress, which has not won elections for a long time, especially under Rahul Gandhi's leadership?
I don't know whether it's revival, but definitely it is a huge boost for the Congress. And like all the headlines, after a long time, the headlines will be that, you know, Congress wins or these states or whatever. Karnataka was there, but it was also with JDS. It was not a victory of their Congress alone. So I think this will be a big boost, and it will be an eye-opener for BJP also, which had become a little arrogant. And so even they have to go back to the drawing board and see what they can do, where they have gone wrong. And of course, Congress is on a high. It will help Rahul Gandhi get his allies together. So of course, it's a big thing for Congress.
One question that comes to mind, whether these elections are going to make any impact on the Mahagathbandhan or the United Opposition Front they're trying to put up against Modi-led BJP or NDA. Will Rahul Gandhi be acceptable to all the allies, given the fact that Congress has done so well in these elections?
It's very difficult to say, because in Telangana the alliance hasn't really worked.
Yeah.
But that was forced, I mean, very late actually. So it almost towards the end, and so there it hasn't worked. But he will be more acceptable. But whether all the senior allies like Mamata Banerjee or Mayawati or any, if they are willing to accept him, it's still, I mean, he'll still need to work at that.
All these elections were called the semi-finals before the final of general election. Do you think that these elections will have a bearing on the results of the next general elections, Lok Sabha elections, or the Lok Sabha elections will have a completely altogether different outcome?
No, you cannot say either ways very categorically. But of course, we can see which way the wind is blowing now. One, the Modi-Shah thing, it is not as, people used to say that this combination cannot be defeated.
Invincible.
Yeah. So, but now that invincibility seems to have been shaken. So, I think what Rahul Gandhi has done by repeatedly attacking them, he has kind of taken away that fear, which even the Congress workers had, this fear of this combination. I think he has taken away that fear that even they can be defeated, and not just while campaigning, and now with the results showing that they can be defeated. I think it is, the winds are changing definitely even for 2019.
How do you take these results? Suppose Congress wins all these 3 states. Do you take it as a kind of referendum on the policies of the central government, or the elections were fought on purely local issues?
Local issues were important, especially agrarian distress was important across all the states. And I think somewhere even the state governments failed to kind of address it completely. And secondly, somewhere I could feel there was a disconnect at the ground level. Even when all these people were going, when Amit Shah was going, when Mr. Modi was going, when they were addressing their rallies, I mean, they're talking about Rafale, and they're talking about Namdars and this and that. And you're going to a region where there's farmer distress, and people want to know from where they're going to get their next meal, or how they're going to overcome this. And you talk about these issues which don't ring a bell at all. I think there's some disconnect somewhere which these leaders have, and they have failed to kind of see what the ground situation really is.
So what would be your takeaway from these elections? Overall, how do you look at the results?
Let's wait for the final results, but if this 3-0 holds in the heartland, Mizoram, again, Congress has lost that.
Yeah, they're slipping out of Congress.
Yeah, so Congress has lost Northeast completely, and TRS winning in Telangana, that is again gone against Congress. So it is a sobering thing for Congress. These 2 states have had a sobering effect for Congress. And so even Congress cannot rest on the laurels from these 3 elections and from the 3 results. And of course, BJP has to look into their policies again, and they probably have to see from where they failed and what are the real ground issues, and they better start addressing those.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.